Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear brothers and sisters, I hope you are well. I welcome you to Spiritual Reflections, a channel which seeks to encourage us to become better Muslims. Today we will look at the character trait of truthfulness. Truthfulness is one of the greatest Islamic character traits that the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, the best of creation, was sent to perfect. Allah will ensure that those who are truthful in speech, action, and intention will benefit from their works on the day of judgment. Allah the Most High says, "This is a day on which the truthful benefit from their truthfulness." So now let's look at truthfulness in speech, since it is the foundation of truthfulness and is closely linked to truthfulness in action and intention. Truthfulness in speech stems from the realization that Allah the Almighty sees one at all times and is a type of self-control that is an indication of a person's faith. A knower of Allah the Almighty once said, "Whenever I see a person who fears Allah concerning what he says, I see the impact of that on his whole body, on him and upon his state." It has been related in a hadith, every morning that comes upon the son of Adam alayhi salam, his limbs call out to his tongue, and they say, "Fear Allah regarding us, for we do what you do. If you remain upright, we shall remain upright, and if you deviate, then we shall also deviate." The tongue has a great impact upon the scales upon which our actions will be weighed. Lying is one of the greatest sins of the tongue. It is wrong and sinful in everyday speech, but if it causes harm to a Muslim, it is more serious, and the sin and punishment are multiplied. If someone bears false testimony, he deserves the wrath of Allah Most High. It has been authentically related that if someone who gives false testimony adds to his testimony one word that is not true, he shall receive the wrath of Allah before he can raise his foot, narrated by Al-Tabarani. Truthfulness in speech and the avoidance of lying at all times has a strong impact in purifying and enlightening one's heart, and also in rectifying one's state. Therefore, it is incumbent upon believers to monitor their speech, to speak only the truth, and to avoid lying absolutely. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was asked, "Does the believer lie?" He said, "No." Then he recited the words of Allah, "It is only those who do not believe in the signs of Allah who invent falsehood." This is why the companions did not accuse of anyone of lying except someone known as a hypocrite. They did not believe it is possible that believers could lie. The Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "The believer may be naturally disposed to any character trait except lying and treachery," narrated by Ibn Abi Dunya. Truthfulness is a trait of the sincere believers, those who have faith in religion with which the trustworthy Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was sent. He was known as the truthful and trustworthy even before becoming a prophet, and was never known to lie in his entire life. When Allah commanded him to declare openly that he had been commanded to convey, he revealed to him, "So declare openly what you have been commanded and turn away from the polytheists." It is incumbent upon people to realize the enormity of lying, to always to be truthful, and to teach this to their family and to their children. So suppose that a father taught his children about truthfulness and encouraged them to be truthful and warned them against lying. Then one day someone comes to the door asking for the father, and the father said to one of his children, "Say he's not here, or he is not in the house, or he left." This would destroy everything he was teaching and building in their hearts and minds. This is because his actions contradicted his words and thus negating their effect. So we as believers must be very attentive to being truthful in our speech. We should also train ourselves to do so and teach our children to do so through our actions, so that it becomes ingrained in them that lying is one of the most heinous of all things. In addition to that, we must also teach them that if they believe they can save themselves by lying, that in reality it will seal their destruction. And if someone lives to save himself from difficulty, it may and it will quickly lead to problems greater than the difficulty which they were in the first place. This is why it is incumbent upon the believer to take care to tell the truth, for indeed Allah Most High saves the truthful. Even if someone suffers or is criticized in the short term, Allah will offset that by rectifying his affairs. O Allah, instill in our hearts fearful awareness of you, and also purify our souls, as you are best able to purify our souls. O Allah, grant us truthfulness and make us firm in it, and cleanse our tongues from lying, and protect us from anything which displeases you. O Allah, make us people who embody truthfulness. That's it for today, brothers and sisters, and we hope you enjoyed this video. Let us have your views in the comment section below, as we would love to hear from you. Hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, share this video with your contacts, family and friends, and until next time, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.